And our guest tonight is Bernard Ottersein, President of Canadian Chamber of Commerce in Poland. Sir, thank you for coming to the Poland Daily Business Edition.
Thank you.
Well, actually, what is the relation between Poland and Canada right now in the economic dimension?
Well, in general, the relations between Canada and Poland are excellent in every way. And economically, there's no difference. It's really, really good.
Can we name the Canadian companies that are operating in Poland and bringing benefits, and the Polish companies that are doing business in Canada?
Well, certainly there are some big names. I mean, I'll mention a few. We have here Pratt & Whitney Canada, we have MB Aerospace, we have Bombardier, big companies, McCain and others in the high-tech and IT and transportation sectors. As well as food processing and other things. And then we have, on the other hand, some Polish companies in mining and energy, such as KGHM and Orlen Upstream, who are acquiring assets in Canada and expanding their resource base, which is an important thing on the upstream side or on the resource side for Polish companies that need to get some of the benefits of Canada's resource base.
Right. Canada is a unique place in the world, huge natural resources,
Exactly.
friendly atmosphere and nice place. Poland, as a part of European Union, has a very special relationship with Canada, and the law is the same from Canadian point of view here as in Germany or in France. Is Poland for Canadian business a little bit more interesting than other countries?
Well, Poland has something that other countries don't have in Europe right now, and that is a lot of talented young people, an incredible resource in that sense. Something that Poland is outstanding for at this time in the world are its people and their abilities, and that's something that I think few other countries in Europe can offer to that extent right now. So Poland certainly has big advantages for Canadian and for a lot of other international companies because of the skills and the abilities and the motivation of its people.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's say in the international trade, the services and goods are the things that we measure to say what is the atmosphere, what is the level of relationships. What Polish companies can offer to the Canadian economy?
I think that Polish companies can offer quite a lot, especially since Canada and the European Union signed the comprehensive agreement on the comprehensive economic and trade agreement last year. It's in provisional force, but it allows Polish companies not only to export their products to Canada, which can be very attractive, those products, because Canada doesn't have perhaps all of the things that Poland has in terms of innovative new products that small and medium-sized Polish companies are producing. On the other hand, Polish companies can also participate in procurement opportunities with Canadian government bodies, from the municipal to the provincial to the federal level. And they can participate on an equal footing with Canadian companies in many sectors. So that's something very interesting. That's a service perhaps or a product offering, but public tenders are open for Polish and for all European companies in Canada.
Do you know any examples of Polish companies taking active part in tenders in Canada?
Not recently, but I do know some historical cases of Polish companies building bridges, for example, in Canada. But I could imagine that Polish companies could really engage in a lot of service opportunities.
So this famous Polish hydraulic or Polish plumber can go from France to Canada.
Yeah, he certainly can. But there's an ocean in between, and so the distance is longer for smaller operators. It's more an opportunity for bigger companies, I think. But having said that, I think there are also the opportunities for exporters and other SMEs to take advantage of the CETA opportunity.
Right. Well, we are very soon there will be hot summer and vacations, at least in Poland and in Canada, by the way, at the same time. Is there growing touristic movement between Poland and Canada? Like Poles are going for vacation to Canada?
That's difficult to gauge right now. However, the interest in Canada has always been strong from the Polish side. As you probably know, we have about 1 million Polish Canadians.
Right,
so
but this is like historical reasons.
The historical ties are strong, and a lot of Poles actually travel to Canada to visit their relatives. And I think that tourism from Poland to Canada is in many ways related to that. But I have heard of a lot of people actually going now just to see Canada's natural sights and wonders, which are really, really amazing.
Or sail on the big lakes instead of crowded Missouri. You can take the lakes in Canada.
The beauty of the Canadian wilderness is that you can enjoy it by yourself or in a small group of people with nature, and that's something that's perhaps unusual in Europe.
But you have to take a gun to the forest.
I actually never have, but it's easy to come into contact with wild animals such as bears, and you have to be careful.
Yeah, because they may not understand your jokes.
They may not understand Polish, for example, or other strange activities.
Bernard Ottersein, Polish Canadian Chamber of Commerce in Poland. Thank you very much, sir, for coming to our tiny show, and hopefully you will come next time to talk about more specific businesses that are definitely developing between our countries.
Yes, there's a lot to talk about. My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And you've seen Poland Daily Business Edition. And join us next time.